Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a wonderful Sunday. Wonderful Sunday. Good morning, everybody. You're joining on Facebook, you're joining on YouTube, on Instagram. Wanda Shalom. How are you? Good morning. Oh my God. So I'm not gonna see a lot of these comments on this iPad here. Yeah, I'm gonna manage it. So, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much, YouTube, Facebook. Thank you. Instagram, happy Saturday. It's a wonderful Saturday by the grace of God. Let me continue to read comments here. Not Sunday. I know. Happy Saturday. All right. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. Today na Saturday. It might be no. It might be no. That's a mistake. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Gina. Gina, happy Sabbath day. Thank you. Oluwatoyin, God bless you. Thank you very much. All right, as you guys are coming in, please do me a favor, just share. I sent you a message on your WhatsApp, sir, but I got a response that you get back to me, which I have not seen response yet. I'm not sure what it is. If your message is singles connect, let me know. If it's about singles connect, let me know. If it's about canceling session, let me know. No, you guys didn't miss it. You guys didn't miss the singles connect yesterday. Um, I didn't get to do it. I was tired. I was tired. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. Please go ahead and share this video. Share this video. All right. Okay, let's go straight to the business of today, real quick. The business of today, real quick. Let me put this here. I can check that once in a while. I made a video this morning, and it was like around 3 o'clock in the morning, and it took about 1 hour for me to post it, which I did anyway. And that is, you must know about the secret place. The secret place is very, very important. If you don't understand what the secret place is all about, it's going to be wahala. The videos are recorded. Go to YouTube and go to YouTube or Facebook to go and watch them. I don't keep them. Instagram won't let me keep them on my page here. So after the broadcast, you go to YouTube or Facebook to go and watch. You want to rewatch, that's where you're gonna get it. Uh, all right. So the secret place is very, very important. I just want to quickly just break it down to you guys. If you have not seen it, I need you guys to go and watch it. The secret place. And when we say secret place, we mean um, the master's bedroom, or where we call the matrimonial bedroom. Inside of the matrimonial bedroom, that is where uh we 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 do secret things. So we call it the secret place. Secret things. We do secret place. Um I said never marry someone that you can't prostrate to. Never. Don't marry someone if you know you can't prostrate to this person. Don't marry that person. If you can't prostrate to that person, please don't marry. And if you cannot kneel to somebody, please don't marry that person. It doesn't matter how old you are. Age doesn't matter in relationship. Doesn't matter how old you are. If you cannot kneel to that person, if you cannot prostrate to that person, don't marry. You see, African men, they want to rule. They want to see them more like a ruler. But the real biblical husband is a servant. They serve. They serve. The real biblical husbands, they're created to serve. They are servants. Okay? They call them servant leaders. They are meant to serve their family, meant to serve their children. That's who God designed them to be. African men, some African men just want to rule their wives. All right? They don't want to serve. And that's where the problem is. And you cannot keep married together until you understand the secret place. Now, in the secret place, that's where you as a man will prostrate if you have done something wrong. That's where you prostrate and ask for forgiveness if you have done something wrong. You know, majority of our African men don't understand that fact that people you see that are holding their marriages together today, they have learned to humble themselves. They've learned to humble themselves. It's in humility. All right? That you don't look at the age of the other person. You are intentional about your marriage. You want to keep your marriage together. You must learn to bow. Not bowing, not just your wife bowing to you. You bowing to your wife also. It's very, very important for them to know that. And for you as a woman, should be able to kneel down and ask for forgiveness from your own husband too. You see, the beauty of the secret place is that the Bible says that your father who seeth you in the secret will pay you in the open. It is actually a proven thing. That you will see a woman coming outside, leaning to her husband outside, running all around to get him food, running all around to get him water, running around to get him this and this and that. And the friend will be looking at him like, oh my God, this guy is a champion. He knows how to handle a woman. Of course. That man must have bowed down in the bedroom. That man must have compromised in the bed. That man must have pleaded with the husband right there. With the wife. And then when we get to the outside, you begin to see the result of that stuff you did in the secret place. We will always offend each other until Jesus will come. This is the way marriage is. Marriage is designed like that. There will always be misunderstandings and arguments and stuff. But the ability to resolve conflicts is actually going to make you to keep your marriage together and keep on going. But the moment you are being ruled by ego, that's the end of it. Forget about it. You can't keep the marriage together. If you only want to subject your wife, you want to subject, just let her continue to take nonsense. Keep on dishing out the nonsense and let her continue to take it and let her continue to be happy and let her continue to smile. You are damaging the person. You're damaging the person. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You're damaging the person. Okay? So what exactly is good for you is supposed to be good for your wife. So the two of you are supposed to take age, remove age from the system. Age is not supposed to be in the system. The two of you are supposed to see each other as a partner. As a partner. If you want your wife to bow to you, you should be able to bow to your wife. If you want your husband to bow to you, you should be able to bow to your husband. Okay? If you want them to bow, you must be willing to bow. And that is the position of leadership. When you are a leader, you must understand that you are the one that's supposed to lead by example. You lead based on example. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 minute. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, guys. I have to go and do something quickly. So that's the way leaders do. Leaders are servants. Leaders, they serve. All right? That's what they say. You see, every time you see in the political arena, when they come to campaign, they will say, oh, we are here to serve you. Okay, we are here to serve you. It is later when they get to power. Then they stop serving, and then they are now asking people that are there to serve them. Politicians will come to your local government and say, we are here to serve you. We want to serve you. We want to serve your children. We want to do water. We want to do this. We want to do that. And likewise in church too, the pastor will say, we are here to serve you. But you will find out that the service or the serving that they are referring to is the opposite of what we should have. A leader is supposed to serve. So you as a husband supposed to be the servant leader that will show that what you want to lay down in your relationship is what you yourself will do. That's what you do. You show your wife, you show your children how you want things to do by you doing those things. So you must understand the beauty of the secret place. The secret place is a place where we bow, a place where we bend, a place where the rules are broken, a place where we appease each other, a place where a husband could prostrate to the wife, a place where the wife could kneel to the husband, a place where the two of them will compromise, a place where they will say, you know what, forget about me. I am sorry. Whatever it is that I've done to you, please forgive me. I love you and I care about you. Now you will now go outside. You'll find out that outside, your husband will now start celebrating you outside. When they give him microphone, you will see that he will talk well about his wife and all kinds of stuff. Your wife will celebrate your birthday without knowing. Your wife will kneel to you. Your wife will respect you. It's because you know the secret of the secret place. You know how to utilize the secret place. And you know, by the time you actually do all that kind of stuff, the makeup sex is always sweet, sweeter than just regular sex. At that point in time, the two of you will put your effort into it. Your minds are going to be inside of it. And then you guys will do it like a champ. You do it like a champ. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And this is now bringing me to my topic of today. My topic of today is that lead your wife spiritually. You see, a lot of men, we complain. Why is my wife kneeling to Pastor Shola? Why is my wife always saying, Pastor Shola said, Pastor Shola said, Pastor Shola said? Why is it that it's only Pastor Shola this woman is respected? Why is it that it's only Pastor Shola that my wife is always respecting? My wife will always quote Pastor Shola, or we quote Pastor Shola. Now, women will submit to spirituality. And that is where you're missing. A lot of men will say, oh, Pastor Shola, please, can you talk to my wife? Don't let me talk to your wife. Don't let me talk to your wife. Because if I talk to your wife will respect me. Your wife wants to hear your voice. It is your voice that must be spoken. Must be utilized to speak to your wife. Communicate. Communicate with your own wife so that your wife will quote you. As my husband will say. As my husband will say. It's not going to be as Pastor Shola always say. It's now as my husband will say. Then that will now bring that kind of respect you're looking for in your marriage. Don't let me talk to her. You are the one that should talk to your wife. Adam was the one that spoke to his wife. Okay? Adam did. And that was why when the devil came, the wife always know exactly what to say to the devil. They always know what to say to the devil. Every time. Every time the devil will come and say, do this, the woman will say, God has instructed us not to do this. And you'll never see it in the Bible written that God had a conversation with Eve. It was Adam that was feeding his wife. And that was why Eve was referring to Adam. Adam all the time. That was the voice of Adam coming out of Eve. So if you refuse to talk to your own wife, if you automatically start quoting our pastor. And women, they bow down to spirituality. That's why you see a lot of them in church. So many of them are in church. You see a lot of them in church because that's what they bow down to, spirituality. And you are supposed to be the priest of your own home. And you're supposed to be the priest of your own home. And if I'm missing in that area of your life, because whenever we talk about provision, I heard something the other day. A lot of our African men believe that money is the only thing you must provide. No, that's not a balanced diet. And that's why your marriage is standing on one leg. Your marriage will stand on one leg until you start feeding your marriage complete diet. You're only feeding you're feeding your marriage on one leg, and your marriage will only stand on one leg, and that's where the problem is going to come from. All right? When we talk about provision, you are supposed to provide yourself first. It is about you providing yourself. You can't be missing. You cannot be missing in marriage and expecting marriage to work. And that was why I gave the example of somebody working in Abuja and the wife is living in Lagos, and you guys both believe that running marriage. And that's not marriage. Marriage is an everyday thing that you must be present in the life of each other. That's how you build. That's how you get to know people. And like I always say, marriage between 1st year and 15th year, you are going to be fighting individual differences. If you guys refuse to live together, you will not be able to conquer individual differences on time. And whenever you guys fight, your fight is going to be a jakwata. Okay? But when you guys live together, you will know the do's and the don'ts. You will understand your wife will understand you. You know, there will be things that will actually indicate that this guy doesn't like this stuff, or this woman doesn't like this stuff. And you guys will wake up together from the same bed all the time, and you learn about each other. And that's why Yoruba always say, but you cannot separate Oshe and Ewe. You put Ewe over there, you put Oshe here. How do you expect that Ewe to become Oshe? It's never going to be, because they're not touching each other. You got to touch each other to learn about each other. You got to sleep together to learn about each other. You got to bump into yourself to actually learn about each other. All what you guys are doing is you are avoiding each other. That one is in Abuja, you are here. By the time he will come on a weekend, before you blink, he's ready to go. You don't even have time to develop or to grow your relationship. All right? Because the man is thinking about money and the wife is thinking about money. So you guys are not really growing your relationship. You are just tearing it apart. Okay? So it's very important for you to provide yourself as a man. Provide yourself as a woman. The two of you must be inside of that relationship to grow it. Number 2 is that you must provide emotionally. The emotional support needed is part of me being home. It's part of me being home. It's part of me thinking about my spouse. It's part of me. It's part of me standing with them in the day of trouble. Standing with them when everything is good and when everything is upside down. Standing with them. Always standing. Always being there. Be there all the time. Let them look to the side and see you. Let them look to the front and you're there. Let them look to the back and you're there. That they believe you can have my back when I'm thinking you are thinking with me or thinking for me. It's always a beautiful thing in the relationship that when one of them is down, the other one is lifting. The other one is lifting. There is an emotional support that must be inside of marriage to make marriage be what marriage is supposed to be. All right? You must fight for your wife in the presence of your family. You must defend your wife even when everybody is against her. You must defend your husband when everybody is against him. That is the law. That's the way it should be. And when you guys are done, you can go back to the secret place and then you talk about it, and nobody will know how you corrected your wife. All right? And say, ma'am, what you did in the afternoon is not right, though. I wasn't expecting you should do that to anybody. And this. And your wife will apologize and say, well, sweetheart, it's not going to happen again next time. And you guys will come outside. You don't ridicule your wife in front of your children. You don't ridicule your wife in front of your family members. You don't ridicule your wife in front of the street people or in front of the church people. You take her into the secret place. That is the place where we settle issues. Nobody will know. Nobody must come in between the two of you. If you do that and you're trying to prove something, you are tearing that marriage apart. You're tearing it apart. You need to keep our secret. You need to keep our relationship secret. You have to go to the secret place to deal with issues. You first of all fight for her outside. Fight for him outside. Make everybody to know I'm standing with her. or I'm standing with him. And then when you get to the house, go to the house and talk sense into each other. Emotional support. Number 3 is the financial support. You must provide for your home financially. All right? Financially. And the financial provision is not just the work or the assignment or the responsibility of the man alone. That is the reason why God brought the woman to you. That's the reason why God found that woman for you. That's the way he designed that woman for you to be your helpmeet. A helpmeet is someone who will help you to meet needs. A helpmeet is someone to stand with you to make your work or your job easier. A helpmeet is someone that's supposed to be in your life to put a smile on your face. So there are certain things that men would do, certain things that men could not do, and then you delegate those things to your wife. Your wife will carry this responsibility. Your wife will carry that responsibility. It's going to make everything to be very easy, and the two of you will be very effective. And before you get to know it, you get to that place of prosperity that everybody will now be looking, and then they will be jealous of the two of you. The Bible says, 1 will chase 1,000, but 2 will chase 10,000. So when you put hands together, you can achieve faster than when you do it individually. So your wife is a partner, is a helpmate. Put her to work. Open up to her. Let her know how much you're making. You must not hide anything from your wife. Your wife mustn't hide anything from you. The Bible says they were both naked and they were not ashamed. Both of you guys must be naked to each other. You must have a joint account that the whole money is going to. That is how it's going to make it easy. And you must be accountable. All right. So when you are providing, you are not just providing by yourself. So reduce the number of hours you're working so that you can actually have family time. Reduce the amount of time you spend working so that you can have time for your children, so you can have time for your wife, you can have time for your husband, so you can cook. Reduce those time, the time you spend. All right. Now, the second one, next one is providing spiritually. You're supposed to be the spiritual head of your home. You're supposed to be the priest of your own, the pastor of your own family. You will find out that women will reduce the amount of time they are spending in church when the priest is living in their house. When the priest, the pastor, is in their house, they will limit the time they go to spend in church. They will limit the amount of time they spend on prayer lines all around. They will limit because the pastor lives in their home. The man they look up to, the man that is spiritually inclined, the one hearing God, the one getting the direction and saying to their wives, "Hey, sweetheart, we have to fast. Sweetheart, we got to pray. Sweetheart, we got to pray for this person." And you both hold hands and pray. And the man prophesying into the life of his wife. You will find out that women will not spend time running after one guy that is doing kuri mama all around the place. The authentic priest is in the house. The original priest is in the house. You see, the priest that is in the house is not looking for a way to collect your money. The priest in the house is not looking for a way to sleep with her. The priest in the home is looking for a genuine prosperity for her. So she will go to sleep on that one. She will trust the priest that is in the house. She will not trust another one that is outside. She will not be kneeling down to the pastor in church, even though she will respect the pastor in church, but the pastor that's in the house, that's the major pastor in her life. When they say, "Who's your pastor?" "My husband." "Who's your pastor?" "My husband." "Who's your prophet?" "My husband." But because the men are not spiritually inclined, they don't come to church. Even when they come, they're not learning anything. They don't read their Bible. They don't pray daily. They are not developing spiritually. So the women are forced to go and connect with one guy who is outside, who is 24 hours reading the Bible and praying and now giving them revelations and sharing the word of God with them. So they will gravitate towards that guy, and that's the guy they will kneel to. And that's the guy they will re-echo his words. "My pastor said, my pastor said, my pastor said." Can you blame them? Should you blame them? No, you are not supposed to blame them, because you have left that your own responsibility of being the spiritual head undone. And they must to find someone to cover them. All right? You have to find someone to cover them. To cover them. So the pastor is the covering over the head of the women. All right? And that's where the problem is. They will eventually bow to the head. They will reference the head. They will cook for him. They will buy shoes for him. I remember a man said, "Oh, my wife will." He said, my wife will cook for pastor. She will shop for pastor. On Christmas Day, she will shop for pastor." And then when I spoke with the woman now said to me, "Please ask him how many times has he prayed for me? Please ask him how many times have we read the Bible together?" He said, "That is the person. That's the person who is praying for me, and I must actually water him back. He is watering me. I was watering him back." And I don't think we should blame her for doing what she's doing. It is because the priest at home is missing. If you as a priest at home, if you are missing, please, your wife will actually find someone else to cover her. And that is why women will call their pastor in the days of trouble. When something is going on, they quickly call pastor. When something is going on, they quickly call pastor. Because that's the guy that they see. That's the guy they talk to that will tell them spiritual things. That's the guy that they talk to that will pray for them. That's the guy that will check on them and say, "Madam, how are you feeling?" That's the guy that is praying for them, sending scriptures to them. That is their therapist. The guy is their therapist. That's their therapist there. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. And the moment whosoever is controlling a woman spiritually will always have that privilege. It will be the most powerful in their life, the most important in their life, the person that they reference in their life. I'm telling you, whosoever is controlling or providing spiritual support for women, that's the person that they focus on. It's a secret I'm sharing with you guys. It's a secret I'm actually sharing with you guys today. That's the guy. That's the guy they're going to respect. That's the guy that they're going to focus on. That's the guy in their life. All right? It's not like they want to sleep with him. It's not like they want to do anything with him. It's just that they believe this is my covering. This is my head. And when the relationship is getting too close, that's when all of those other stuff will happen, as by sleeping together and all kinds of stuff. You will see some women will sleep with their pastors and they don't feel guilty about it. They don't feel bad about it. They don't feel bad about it. It's just because that was the guy. That's the guy that is always there for them. That's the guy they call upon every time. That's the guy that is always available. Do you know, when I was in Connecticut, one woman told me that the pastor will come and pick up our kids and take them to school and then help her to pick them up from school. So this woman will cook before the man will come back and then will dish out the food to him. And the husband is nowhere to be found. So a day came, probably, I don't understand, by the time, you start doing something for a woman and maybe they'll believe that giving you money or giving you food is not enough. Now, let me give myself to you. You see, there's something about giving oneself to another person just to prove that I love you and I care about you. Sometimes women do get carried away and then they give themselves. And even the pastors get carried away too, all right? And then, because they're human, like everybody, and then they take it. And that's where the problem is going to start from. Because at that point in time, they begin to see that man as their husband. And that's where they have crossed the line. You cross the line. And we're going to blame the woman, yes. We're going to blame the pastor, yes. But the real major thing is that the marriage of that woman is not standing correctly. That was what gave the room to the devil to penetrate and to ruin it. All right? Where is the man that's supposed to be the pastor of this home? Where is the man that's supposed to be picking up the kids and dropping the kids? Where is he? He's running after money somewhere. And most of the time, those men who say they are running after money, you cannot see any proof or the sign of anything called money. Where is the house you bought? Where is the car you're driving? Do you have any property yet? No, but they are still running and running and running. But you'll be asking, so where is the money that you say you are running after? Your kids are still not living fine. Your wife is not living fine. There's nothing that is actually showing us that you're really running after money. You're running, but you got nothing. But you will see those ones who actually, they know how to balance stuff, that they work very well with their wife. You see their prosperity. The little they have, you could see it. Because they work together, they're working smart. You see, one thing that I know about some of our men is that they just want to do nonsense. They're just promiscuous. They just want to go out and just be sleeping around. So if you want to go out and be sleeping around, then just say it to us. Stop lying about me making money. Just say it to us. Just tell us. Okay? So, and that's it. And you see that those kind of men, even though they make money, the money is going to be going to the girlfriends, collecting money from them. We're collecting the money from them. And that's the way it is. We just collect all the money from them, and then they come home empty. These same men that are running after money, they couldn't even throw a party for their wives. These same men that are running after money, they are not able to buy their wife anything. These same men that are running all around the place for money, all right, they themselves are not at peace. They are not at peace. But when you see a man who is not making too much, but he concentrates on his family, his wife is actually his priority, and the wife is working, and he is working, you will see the kind of money they're going to make, and you see the prosperity will just show up instantly. Just show up instantly. So a man must be a provider, spiritual provider in the home. So you want people to talk to your wife? No. Please, I beg you, don't allow people to talk to your wife. Every time you take your wife and say, oh, Pastor Shola, talk to her. Pastor Shola, talk to her. No, I want to talk to you. It is you that I want to advise. Something's wrong with your style of leadership in the home. The woman is not a bad person. I didn't mean the woman was a bad person. You wouldn't have married her. The time that I gave a doctor called me today, and I gave him an example. I said, "Do you know that these men, these men that we have, on the day of wedding, they were crying, they were shedding tears. They were shedding tears. Oh, you took me, I love you. But I was like, why are you crying? They are crying because they found the right girl. Why are they crying? They're crying because they never believed they could find such a good person. And they found her. And they cried on the wedding day. When the woman was putting the ring on there, they were crying. I was there. I've witnessed many of them cry. But today the woman is a witch. The woman is not good. It's not a good person. Not a good person. Come on. Something happened between the time you were crying by the altar and now. You got to admit to it. We got to go back and check it out. What did you do? How have you treated her? Who turned out to be this monster? How have you been treating her? You see, I may not want me to talk about this stuff, but it's actually the truth. There cannot be smoke without the fire. Something happened between the time you were crying and now that you are a bully. Something happened. So when you damage a woman in relationship, always remember the way you treat her, you are building something. You are creating something, all right, in that other person. And that other person's got limits. There is a limit to what they could take. They will continue to take it and take it and take it and take it until they get to the elastic limit and it's not possible for them to take it anymore. Then they're going to turn around. Self-defense. And that self-defense is actually going to be a payback time for you. You never believe it. Now they're running crazy. Mental health issue is now what they're fighting right now. They don't want to go cuckoo, so they're going to turn around. And the moment they turn around, they're going to actually pay you back in your coin. They pay you back in your coin. And when they're paying you, sometimes it's unconsciously because you have damaged them. They are damaged already. All right? The only thing they're thinking about is to actually inflict pain into another person. They just want you to feel the pain too. So that's what they think about. That's what they're going to talk about. They keep on, and then they turn around. And then they now start biting you. And that's when you now flip the coins around and start playing the victim. You are not the victim, man. You are not the victim. You are the oppressor. You are the one that is causing this whole wahala. You got to admit to it. And I sit down and tell yourself, I think I need counseling. And that's when you come for counseling, and then we instruct you, and then you go back home, and then you take your wife into the secret place. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm talking to brilliant people here. Because a baby husband cannot understand this. This is going to be so too deep for a baby husband to understand. So no matter how I say it, it's still not going to make sense to that baby husband. All right. So when you take your wife into the secret place and then you say, I just finished talking to Pastor Shola, and I want to just let you know that I regret every action of mine, and you prostrate, and the wife will be picking you up. You see, at that point in time that you're prostrating, your wife will be picking you up. Your wife will be kneeling with you. The two of you will hold each other and cry together. Oh God, you won't understand. Orí ẹ̀ ò tí ì pè débẹ̀, orí ẹ̀ ò pè débẹ̀, ò tí ì mature débẹ̀, orí ẹ̀ ò pè débẹ̀, orí ẹ̀ ò tí ì pè débẹ̀. That you will be trying to prostrate, the wife will be saying, no. Wọ́n forí adé dọ̀bálẹ̀. No, stand up. Stand up. And your wife will be kneeling with you too, and you guys will be holding each other and be crying. You're regretting what you've done. And you're coming back home to make amends. To make amends. And it is in the secret place, a place that pride is not supposed to be. Thank you for that $5 Super Blast. God bless you. Canadian dollars. And that's the place. That place where pride is not allowed. Ego is not allowed. In that place, inside of the secret place must be a place where you disconnect yourself from ego. A place where you render yourself to be zero in front of your wife, in front of your husband. A place where you don't even think about your age. That all you're thinking about is this conflict resolution. You say, I want a peaceful marriage. I want a peaceful marriage. And I want to make a change. I want to make a turn. I want to do the right thing. Do the right thing. They can't understand. I don't know what I'm saying. Or no. I'm just saying this nonsense. I'm just saying jargons here. Just saying jargons. This is not for baby husbands. It's not. It's not. It's not for baby husband. Baby husband can't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is going to look to a baby husband like, oh, you want us to be a slave? You want us to be a slave? That's what the baby husband will say. But when you come out, when you come out of the secret place, after crying together, after forgiving each other, and then you walk out of the secret place, people will see a different couple. They will see a different couple. A different couple will emerge. And people will envy your relationship if you are able to keep up. You are able to keep up. And picking up means that whatever you guys discussed in the secret room, follow it through. Don't just say those things there. Don't just cry there. Let your crying be genuine. When you finish crying there with your wife, and you stand up and say, you know what? I promise you at heaven that this will never occur again. Stand by it. Stand by it. Sir, we don't have men on this live show again. Oh. It's only ladies that are here. for you're a bad person. We have men on this line. If we have men on this line, if a man on YouTube or a man on Facebook or Instagram, can you please just type it there? Say we day here. Say we day here. Say we day here. See, they say we day here. Why are you saying men are not here? I know my guys now. My guys, who's your guy? Spiral, only me while alive. Only a guy like us will understand this message. Yes, though, Yemi, I tell you, Yemi understand. Yemi Okwadjo must understand live. They did here now. They did here now. I'm telling you, they did here. I know these people. Who's your guy? Now only me while alive. What? Even we did here, we are ailment. I don't know the song, and I can't sing the song. Don't tell me to sing. I'm not singing. They're there. The men are there. Sometimes they just keep quiet. They just soak it. They soak it in. They allow it to penetrate and stuff. All right. That's they don't want to comment. Make their wife no catch them. So you will see the effect. The effect is always there. And make sure it's genuine. The crying, don't just cry. Don't just cry because you want to fool the woman. Don't cry to fool her. Cry because you mean the stuff and you want to make a change. And when you get her from the secret place, then you go outside. Oh, you don't understand. You don't understand. You will see your wife. You see these women that you're looking at here. Women that you're looking at. They will overdo it. They will overdo everything. They will bring you food at parties. You will not get up. When you guys go to party, you will sit. That's where your food will meet you. When you finish eating, she will be the one to go and bring home a shower. The life of a king that you want to live, you will begin to live it. You will not believe it, though. You will not believe it, though. You will not believe it, though. That same kind of life you want to live, the life of a king you want to live, you will begin to live it. And you won't believe it. You will begin to live it. She will run around and get you stuff. She will do this. Every day she's coming back from work, she will buy something. You will see a bag in her hand. You will see a bag in her hand. Every time she comes back to the house, she will cook. You will know that your wife, she can cook. She will start cooking all manners and different kind of stuff. That king, the life of a king you are thinking of, you want to live that you have not been living, that you are trying to force. You will begin to see it happen, that you will begin to live that life. You will begin to live that life. You will not, you yourself, you'll be tired of it. They will not just reference you, they will worship you. And if you could keep it like that and be truthful and just be loyal and be faithful and keep on doing what you're doing, it is a lifelong respect. It is a lifelong rulership. You will be ruling throughout your lifetime. You will rule. You will rule. You will sit down like this. Everybody will start, they will envy you. People will envy you. You will wear new shoe every week. New wristwatch every week. That's when you know that your wife is fashionable. She will design the house. Bedsheet will be changing like every night. Even she herself will lose weight. She will dress up real good for you. You're not going to understand. Even the sex will change. Formerly, it's like a log of wood. She'll be doing, you go hear a ringtone, the ringtone that she has been swallowing. You know, women, they swallow ringtone. And sometimes they fool you that they have orgasm. They just say, it's a lie. They just want you to get out. They just want you to get out. Ringtone, you go hear another ringtone. Sadi ye Mumbasun. Sometimes you go just hear who. You ringtone buruku. You know, all of this stuff, you begin to hear everything that will be gingering your swagger. You know, I don't know, probably have you seen a man finish having sex with the wife, and the wife just came there and said, Ushe Oluwori mi. Oluwori mi alelo mi ushe Iwa kusare iti improve gan. Mo love we, thank you. E ma gbera di lale ale atuma se mi number 2 lale e segun. E se di ami klebe je. Se koko fi lo mi tutu na. You will not believe it. You will think put it the way they will treat you. What I'm telling you, that woman will just be glowing and she'll just be happy. You will just find out that your house will just be peaceful. Your children, you do that. Why come I pass exam? You just see your kids will start passing exam. You won't understand what you do to them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, as a man, you must be very intentional about what you want to do in your home. You must be intentional about it. You have to plan it. Do you want peace or not? You have to ask your question. You have to ask yourself that question. Do you want peace or not? Yes, I want peace. Let me share this with you guys. Even though we say women are the same, what is a man looking for in another woman? Vagina is a vagina. You know, sometimes we do that, but you know how you use it, it differs. Some people don't know how to use what they have. They don't know how to use what they have. Even penis. Some people can't use it. They have it. Some people even have it big, but it's not possible for them to use it. They don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it. So, and that is why we all need to be educated. We have to be trained to satisfy each other. It's very, very important. So, a man's supposed to provide sexually. Sexual provision is that's what I want to talk about. Must be able to provide sexually. So you must learn to use it. And you must train your wife to accept it and to respond to it. We are very, very, you know, I don't know what to say. Maybe we are doomed as African men, we are suffering. That's the same way African women are suffering too. African men were suffering the same way African women are suffering. When you go to a different culture, their sex life is totally different. It's totally different. They go all out. They go all out when it comes to sex. They give blowjob, they give head, they do all kinds of things. They have different styles and positions and all kinds of stuff like that. You know, it is only African men that will say, I'm allergic to licking the plate because it's not part of us. And African women will say, oh, I don't want to suck the dick because it's not part of us. Also, it's because of where we are from. Oh, Christianity, and it's just a pity. We don't understand the same Christianity. And these people who brought the Christianity to us, those ones are very nasty. They do their thing. They enjoy themselves. They keep their marriage together. But we just want to act like angels. And we are not in heaven. And you are not in heaven. We just want like angels. And it's a wrong interpretation of what the Bible and Christianity is preaching. And Christianity is a way of life, not a religion. You are the one and the architect of your own Christianity. Whatever you do inside of your matrimonial bed has got nothing to do with any angel or any pastor or any doctrine or whatsoever it may be. You're supposed to go all out and enjoy each other. And so will not be craving and things that your husband will not be craving to go somewhere and be thinking, I want to be adventurous, I want to go somewhere, those kind of stuff. It's going to mess up your marriage. All right. It's going to mess up your marriage. Pastor Jola, it seems this your sitting position that during they bring your value these days. I don't understand. So it's going to make up stuff. So we as Africans, we must become freaky. Learn to be freaky. When you get in bed as a man, go into bed with the mind that I'm going to please this woman. I am going to please this woman. I am going to please this woman. Always have it. Have that mindset that I am not going there just to please myself. Because a lot of African men just believe the woman is just a sex machine. Let her just lie down there. I just climb on top of her and just do shuku, shuku, shuku. And when I'm done, I roll off and that's it. No, that is not it. You have to actually understand that I'm going to bed to satisfy the woman. And I'm going to be satisfied too. And the woman is saying in herself, I'm going to satisfy my husband. So you got to be freaky. You got to understand love making, that you got to be freaky. You can't come into the love bed with a born-again mindset that there are certain things you must not do. Oh, there are certain things I must not do or whatever. No, there is no limit to what you could do. Anal sex is the only thing you mustn't go for. Don't go for anal sex because that's an exit. Wherever they put exit, please don't go inside. So leave that one alone because you're going to actually destroy your wife's anus and the place will be leaking because the elastic limit is going to be broken. And then you won't be able to hold the shit no more and it will be leaking out. And that's when your wife will be smelling and you won't find it easy also. You won't find it easy also. So you must be very careful how you do it. So you are going with the mindset of pleasing your wife, pleasing your husband. Some women will say, Pastor Sola, Mr. Man, club day. Say what you why are you pecking it? The woman is saying, I can't feel it if you are not squeezing it. Squeeze it. I love it to be squeezed. Squeezed it. And let her feel the things you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's the law. The two of you are supposed to know each other. You're supposed to know how each other functions. I like it like this. I like it like this. Put it on the table. Let it be on the table on day one. This is how I like it to happen. All right? Do it. Okay? And you now start having peace. Some women want you to suck the nipple. Some women want you to lick the plate. Some men want you to do microphone check. Some men want you to suck their nipple too. All right? Do all this stuff. Make sure we agree together. Learn to do it. It's not taking away your spirituality. This is not messing with your spirituality at all. This is part of the responsibility as a man, as a woman. As a man, as a woman, it's biblical. It's your marital rights, your marital responsibility to take care of your wife. Bible says our body belongs to you and your body belongs to her. Whatever it is she needs, give it to her. Whatever she's asking for, let her have it. Whatever you want must be given to you. Your body belongs to her. Let her do whatever she want to do with it. And your body belongs to him. Let him do whatever she wish with it. Without any reservation or whatever. Allow yourself to go. Submit yourself. Submit yourself. Submit yourself. And that's the way it is. And we are destroying the marriage. We know how to go and learn how to cook. We know how to go and learn how to do one thing or the other, but we refuse to learn how to have sex. It's actually another major one for our men. Men, it's important. And you have to provide sexually. That's part of your responsibility. Now, you need to understand that it's possible for you to be sick. And when you're sick, it's possible for you not to be able to provide sexually. All right. Maybe the high blood pressure or the diabetes medicine is not making you to have erection. Or maybe you are so sick that it's not possible for you to you're so sick, it's not possible for you to what's it called? To have erection. And possible for you to have erection. To have erection. So you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Watch what you drink. Exercise. All right. Watch what you eat. You're doing it intentionally to be able to have enough energy to please each other. To see each other. All right. So you're doing it so that you can please each other. Sorry. To be able to please each other. You need to make sure you eat well. Eat well. Exercise. Take your medication. Do the right things. Do the right things. Very, very important. All right? Don't just be doing your life anyhow you like it, because there is responsibility. And responsibility is for you to provide sexually. So don't come home and say, okay, whatever will make it to work is what you got to do. Don't just live your life recklessly. You can't be living a reckless life and believing that, okay, everything's going to be right. It is the way you live your life, that's what you're going to get. That's what will affect your health. If you have high blood pressure, treat it regularly. If you're supposed to drink sugar and eat sugar, don't eat sugar. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. And that's how you elongate your life. All right? You are not doing it just for your wife alone. You're doing it for yourself. So you won't die young. So you won't die young. You're doing it for yourself. So that you can be able to live and enjoy the rest of your life. Let me leave you guys alone. I got to go. I know I must have blessed one person today. I know one person is blessed already. And if you are blessed, just type it in that you want to see. If you're blessed. All right. So I know some people have been blessed already. So thank you very much for being blessed by this message. If you want to watch this video again, if you're on Instagram, you want to watch the video again, you can go to YouTube or you can go to Instagram to watch this video. It's going to be there on YouTube, on Facebook. So you can go ahead. And when you get there, you can share with your friends, and let them see and let them get blessed. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. Have a beautiful Saturday. And don't forget, I'm going to be in San Antonio. I'm actually going to jump in the shower right now and start getting ready to leave for San Antonio. So there's a meeting tonight, a couple, single, married, not married, widowers conference today. I will be speaking today. I'll be speaking today over there in San Antonio tonight between 6 o'clock and 9, I believe. If it's not going to be extended to 12, because most of the time when I go out like that, the question and answer time always extends to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. All right. So I don't know. But we're going to be there at Crisco. So if you live in San Antonio and you want to stop by to see me, you can do so also and stop by to see me. All right. And if you're in San Antonio, you want to bring me amala with begiri, I'm ready to eat it. I'm ready to do it. I don't know if it's streaming. This is not my program. It's a Redeemed Christian Church meeting. They are inviting me to speak. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're going to stream it live. I'm not sure. Maybe they will stream it live. But if they do, I will definitely share the video with you. I will definitely share the link with you guys on the page if they do. So you can be able to have it. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Bye.